Well, hello, y'all. It is time to breathe again on the latest BOFA Sports Shouting with your host, Charles Taylor. I am here for a few minutes, just talking about what's been going on and what is coming in the world of sports for a little bit, and also to get a shorty in. I was bad job by me. I didn't get my shorty in at the beginning of the week, so here I am at the end of the week to get one in. I don't know if Patrick was going to be able to get one in himself, but if not, I got this one to cover it. So my bad for not having one at the beginning of the week. And with that, let's discuss what is going on in the world of sports because, well, your major sports are off now. So you have the NFL, of course, they had the Super Bowl last week. The Philadelphia Eagles are enjoying their victory parade and celebration in Philly right now. And congratulations to them. Hope everybody is having fun. We've seen the quarterback, Jalen Hurts, make his rounds. He was on numerous shows from Disney World, was on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, along with running back Saquon Barkley. And then he was on some of the daytime shows like The View on ABC. So he's doing his rounds and concluding that with the celebration with the fans up in the city of brotherly love. And I am happy for Jalen Hurts. I'm happy for Saquon Barkley because he was there in New York with the Giants. I know Giants fans aren't particularly happy to see Saquon have the success that he had with Philly, but maybe some are if they were one of the people who really like Saquon as a player and they rooted for him to do good, even though it is for a rival team. Maybe they are feeling a little bit of happiness for him. And I know other people who might be happy to see the success Saquon Barkley had is the running back market. It just goes to show you that with the running back position being heavily devalued, there is still room for a guy who can carry the ball 20 to 25 times, have a huge season, a historic season, almost break the single season rushing record, and be the focal point, really, of a Super Bowl winning team. So I think that speaks volumes because the running back position, for whatever reason, I still can't explain it myself, has been heavily just thrown aside to the point where if you were playing the position of running back, you had these quote unquote draft analysts and draft experts saying not to draft a running back in the first round. There are still elite special players at the running back position. And if you can get a hold of them, you need to keep them. Point blank. I can understand some contract disputes that may go through and it might not work out, just like the Saquon Barkley situation. But if you have a chance to keep that person, you need to keep him. You need to find a way to get that done because just because that position has been devalued and thrown aside like a throwaway position, there are still elite people who play that position. Saquon Barkley is one of those people, and you see what he can do when he's able to stay healthy, for one, and play behind an offensive line that's one of the best, if not the best, in the NFL. So, congrats to Jalen Hurts, congrats to Saquon Barkley, congrats to the rest of the Philadelphia Eagles. Nick Sirianni, the head coach, he's caught a lot of flack, but it's good to see him just stay the course. Remember, when he got hired back in 2021, people, including myself, were laughing at him because it seemed like he was clueless, didn't know what he was doing. And now he has been wildly successful. The Eagles have made the playoffs every year he's been there. This was the second Super Bowl they made. And this is the first championship the Eagles have won since 2017. So congrats to the Eagles. So what to watch this weekend? So the NFL is done, college football is done, the NBA and NHL are on their breaks. The NBA has an All-Star break, and the NHL is doing their 4-team tournament, the 4-country challenge they have with the U.S., Canada, Sweden, and Finland. So how about watch some college basketball? Lots and lots of college basketball going on. And of course, as we get into March, it is that time for their big tournament, conference tournaments before that. And it is an exciting time to be a college basketball fan. There's a lot of good teams out there. We know UConn is the 2-time defending champs. Don't look quite as strong as they did in the last couple of years, but still very dangerous and are capable of making a deep run. Playing in the SEC. The SEC is loaded with good teams. Alabama and Auburn, they're the top 2 teams, and they're going to play each other Saturday in Tuscaloosa. And then, Florida's good. Tennessee's good. Kentucky's good. The Mississippi's, Ole Miss and Mississippi State, they have good teams. There are teams all over the SEC that are very good and maybe capable of making a deep run in March during March Madness. And along with that, they're saying this is one of the toughest conferences in recent memory. The depth in the conference is that good, and every night you got to bring your game or you could get beat. But the SEC, not the only conference where there's good playing. The Big 12 has some good teams. Look out for Houston. Iowa State was good, and they're still good. They had a little bit of a lull, but now they're getting some people back. They can be very dangerous. Kansas is always a threat. Over in the Big 10, Michigan State's had a good year. So has Ohio State quietly. It's always tough in the Big 10 to go through there and go in there without catching a few scars. That's what I meant to say. Without catching a few scars along the way. And then the Big East, I mentioned UConn, but you got good teams like Marquette and Creighton in there as well. So there's a lot of good basketball watching. I've actually been able to watch a little bit more basketball this year than in previous years, and it's been fun to watch. So I look forward to seeing what comes for the final part of February going into March. So there's something you can watch. Unless you want to watch the All-Star game, if you even want to call it that these days. It's basically a glorified scrimmage, but if you want to watch that, I guess that's on the docket too. Maybe you can watch the 3-point contest, the slam dunk competition, and the skills challenge as well. So that's a wrap for this. Basically, just to come on here, check out the college basketball. Do not forget about college basketball. It has been very exciting to watch this year, and I think it's only going to get better. With that is what I am breathing on for today. Y'all make sure y'all go and visit the BOFA Sports YouTube channel, smash that subscribe button, and follow the BOFA Sports Facebook page. It is President's Day coming up. I hope everybody has a good long weekend if you're able to have that day off. And we will be back Tuesday evening with a live show. So until then, everybody have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Oh, by the way, happy Valentine's Day to all as well.